days from now, and I think Norman Powell and the team would welcome that, trying to pick up some of the points they lost with Paul George. Ball is up, game is on, the Clippers win the tap, and we are officially underway here at Intuit Dome.
And what I'm looking at is continuity. We saw a better offensive flow from the Clippers in their last outing. Going down to Zoo early.
This is what we saw in game 1 of the playoffs. Ivica Zubac was so good. As the Clippers get it right back, Powell unloads a 3. It is short. Lively comes away with the rebound, and the Mavericks have their first crack at it. No Luka Doncic, no Kyrie Irving. Lively tied up on the way up by his one-time teammate, Derek Jones Jr. And Lively, second-year player who played bigger than a rookie a year ago, is going to go to the line here for Dallas.
I tell you, I like this Mavericks lineup. Why? Is because you have experience. You have Klay Thompson coming in, Spencer Dinwiddie back, Najee Marshall defensively, and the growth of this young man, Derek Lively. He's just now scratching the surface, I think, on how good he could be as a center that could pick and pop, but also is an excellent rim protector.
We were in Dallas early in the season last year, and I remember thinking this kid was very good, and he was really their only front court presence. He held his own and then some, all the way to the NBA Finals, dealt with some just crushing adversity. Great strength in that young man, easy man to root for. He puts the Mavericks on the board. Norman Powell steps out of bounds, and the ball goes back the other way. So Clippers a little shaky here to start. They played a good game the other night in Seattle against the Blazers. They held their turnovers down. They got some quick strikes, as we saw Jim Jackson highlight. Looking for more of the same here. This is going to be where they hang their hat all year long, kind of how the Mavericks did in the second half of the season last year, as P.J. Washington, one of those new faces after the trade deadline, and a huge boost for Dallas, gets the first bucket here tonight.
Well, he, along with Daniel Gafford, have a full training camp under their belt, and there's their first basket. And I love to see Derek Jones not only make that shot, but take that shot. Be aggressive with his offensive moves. He can add so much value to the Clippers.
Jaden Hardy goes to work on Powell. Lively with 9 to shoot. This is where he does most of his damage. Leaves it short. Zoo with the rebound.
Yeah, very good defense by Zoo by pushing Lively up the lane, kind of getting him out of the range for their jumper.
On the mismatch, Harden looking to take advantage of it. Drives and dishes to the front row. And turnover, the second one for the Clippers.
And this is what I'm saying. Like Derek Jones Jr., we know about the high-flying act. We know about the defense. But if he adds that to his game, mid-range, he takes a little bit more pressure offensively of Norman Powell and James Harden. And then when Kawhi comes back.
Hardy for 3. It is good. Jason Kidd has raved about the potential for Jaden Hardy. Averaged just 7 points a year ago. Second-round pick back in 2022. They have high hopes for him. Derek Jones Jr. crashing into defenders, misses everything, and there is Hardy for the rebound. From rim to rim, Hardy knocks it in, and it is now an 8-2 start for Dallas.
You see the versatility of Jaden Hardy right there. Now, the more minutes, the more confidence, the more he feels that offensively he can contribute to what the Mavs want to do. Beautiful pass.
Great moving without the ball for Derek Jones Jr. as well, and able to lay it in despite some traffic. He's got both buckets for the Clippers, who've been doubled up 8-4 here in this first quarter. Clippers 2 for 5, Mavericks are 3 for 4. Thompson, just his second game with Dallas, said he felt like a rookie all over again. First time he had been nervous since 2015, playing in a preseason game with the Mavericks, as Harden fires up a 3. Kind of funny, a guy that's got gold medals, world championships, and every accolade you could imagine.
But it doesn't matter because he's in a new atmosphere, new environment, very good defense that time by the Clippers. So everything is not as accustomed of what you used to. You used to going to the Chase Center, you had your locker, you had your pregame routine. All of those things are a lot different, but I'm sure as a vet it won't take him long to get settled in.
He hit 3 threes in his debut. Turnover Mavericks. Powell inside, crashing into Lively, off his hands and out of bounds. Another turnover for the Clippers. And the ball goes back to the Mavericks. Third giveaway for the Clippers as Gortman brings it across. Make it 8.5 to play here in this first quarter. Gortman, too tall for P.J. Washington. Two teams swap turnovers here. It is a preseason game. It is worth reminding everybody.
But this is a different Dallas Maverick team. They're longer on the perimeter, unlike kind of Portland. So you have to be really careful with your decision making with the basketball. As you mentioned, Brian, 3 early turnovers that you want to cut down.
Jason Kidd asked, what are your goals tonight? He did not have any strategic goals. He did not have any player improvement. He said, I want to get out of here healthy. That has eluded them so far, although be it with minor injuries to Luka Doncic, a calf injury. Hardy knocks down another shot, and Hardy is coming to play. He has 7. Good defense there by Gorton, going over the top of the screen set by Zoo. Harden a bit shaken up, appears to be okay. Harden playing tonight, we were told by Ty Lue before the ball game, unlikely to play on Thursday. And Harden has played first halves of the first 3 previous preseason games coming into tonight. Clippers playing 5 preseason. I've noticed around the league there are teams that are playing a lot more than just 3 or 4 preseason games, which has usually been the norm the last 10 years. Nice layup in reverse for Terrence Mann.
And I love to see Terrence Mann be more aggressive with that, Brian. I think this year he has the ability now to command a little bit more offense, and I think the coaching staff is going to look towards him for him to be more aggressive.
Thompson, deep 3. Harden has the rebound. Here comes Terrence Mann. 3 for Harden offline. I talked with Ty Lue before the ballgame, and I asked him how many times has the team actually shot in this gym on this floor to kind of get used to it. He said, haven't. We just did it today at shoot-around. You're seeing those numbers, just 3 for 9. Meanwhile,
think about it. When you have Kawhi, PG, Paul George, and James Harden, they're going to open up space, driving lanes to drive and kick to get open shots. Now you're going to have to figure out with the court a little bit more condensed until that young man gets back in the lineup, that some of those shots are not going to come as easy. That's why you need more ball movement, player movement, also to get out in transition to try to figure out how to get some easier baskets.
Well, I will not play on Thursday. That was Ty Lue before the ball game. 9 days until opening night. Clippers will host the Phoenix Suns on the 23rd. Lob from Zoo, and he lobs it in. And the Clippers cut the lead down to 4. More of that from Ivica Zubac, please.
Yeah, and beautiful read that time. Zoo waited, baited his defender, and then darted down the lane at the appropriate time to kind of get that little runner in the lane.
Thompson is doubled in the corner. Hardy lobs it to Lively. What a play. Not only the lob, the catch, and the finish.
I mean, beautiful play, but Zoo got stuck because he couldn't play 2 men. He had to give up something. It was the lob.
And then he just liquefied Gortman on a screen at half court. Ball stays with the Clippers, 14 to shoot.
Well, anytime you get dribble penetration below the free throw line, and the back line defense is going to be compromised. That's why the important part is guarding the basketball, and Zoo showing off a little bit of touch right there inside.
Kai Jones has checked into the lineup. Again, the hero. Nice feed inside from Harden. Caught the defense napping, and Derek Jones loitering above the cup for the flush.
Always love easy basket, in particularly from underneath out of bounds. Now, if you're the Mavericks coaching staff, that's something that they're not going to be too happy with.
Quentin Grimes, a new face for Dallas, comes in. Usually the rule, no sweat, no shoot. It was no problem for Grimes. Rips the cords on a 3. Dallas out in front by 7. Foul away from the basketball. Stops the clock. 5:40 to play here in this first quarter.
Derek Jones Jr. able to get right behind Derek Lively, but it looks like they're in the zone defense a little bit. Underneath out of bounds, Marshall goes out to the corner. That opens up the easy pass inside to Jones Jr. Excellent feed from James Harden.
Chris Dunn checks in. There's Kai Jones. Chris Dunn